Hi YouTube, this is a Groovin' Chick. Do you like this Good Seasons Italian dressing mix? Well, so do I, but it is so expensive that I've quit buying it. I just happened to find this box in the back of my cabinet when I was cleaning it out, and it had one pack left in it. I didn't know I had it back there because I have been making my own and am very satisfied with it. And here is all it takes to make it. But once you have it made, if you keep it in an airtight container, it stores really well in your cabinet. I'm going to tell you how to make it. I use this for salads. I use it as a marinade. I love it to use it on kebabs. And I made a potato salad yesterday that I used it as a dressing, and I absolutely loved it, and so did my husband. So I'll be sharing that recipe with you too somewhere down the road. But first of all it takes is 1 tablespoon of garlic salt, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar. Did you hear my cat bear? Baby bear, hi honey. It takes 2 tablespoons of dried oregano. It takes 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and that's freshly ground black pepper in that. It takes 1/4 teaspoon of dried thyme, a teaspoon of dried basil, a tablespoon of parsley, 1/4 teaspoon of celery salt, and 1 tablespoon of salt. And if you like things a little spicy, you can add crushed peppers or ground red peppers, either one you like. I personally am a wimp, so I am not adding them. And I have doubled my recipe here because I like this so much and want to make sure that I keep it on hand. So I have doubled the measurements I gave you. And I will put these measurements down below. And since I'm going to be using this as a marinade, I'm going to show you a little trick that I do. I take my oregano, and I have a coffee grinder. So this coffee grinder is only used for grinding spices. I do not grind my coffee in this. But there's my oregano and my parsley and my basil. And I'm just going to grind that just a little bit so that when I use it as a marinade, it's finer and it works better in the marinade. And maybe just 1 or 2 more little pulses. Let's see. That's good. Now all I'm going to do is mix all of my ingredients together in a bowl. So that was all of my flaked ingredients. Now here is my salt, my celery salt. Here is my dried thyme. I didn't put that in there because that was already pretty small and fine. My freshly ground black pepper. My sugar. My onion powder. And my garlic salt. I've already cut down this recipe and the sodium content by 1 tablespoon. If you want to cut down any more, you could use celery seed and garlic powder instead of the celery salt and the garlic salt. And I just mix it together really good. That's how simple it is to make this. This works really good, like I said, in any type of marinade. Let your meat marinate for about 2 to 4 hours so it can absorb really good. And when I make this salad dressing, I really like to let it set for a few hours also so that the flavors have time to marry. But that's all you have to do. Stir that up really, really good. And store this in an airtight container so that it doesn't draw any moisture. Alright, now to make this, you add 2 tablespoons, and I think, yeah, 2 tablespoons. I'll use my tablespoons, so I'll just use this spoon. 2 tablespoons of this mixture. Now, if you have one of those little cruets that come with the Italian dressing, you can use that also. It takes 2/3 cup of white vinegar. You can use red wine vinegar, but I wanted to use white vinegar in this recipe. I'm also using extra virgin olive oil. You can use a canola oil. You can use vegetable oil, but I wanted a really good olive oil in my salad this evening, so I'm using olive oil. And 2 tablespoons of water. And then all you have to do is mix it.